450s. Got any specifications where you want to start here, or?
Dude, just like we did, another good heat race.
Yeah, I'm sure. Both of them.
Both of them.
Both of them. Absolutely awesome.
The first one was what, Kenny and
Kenny, Tomac, and Baggett.
Yep, Baggett was being the Baggett that we should see in the main.
Yes. Where is that Baggett at in the main?
Dude, I don't know. That's the most puzzling piece of the 450 class. I think it's Blake Baggett right now.
All over Kenny and Tomac, passing Tomac. I mean, that was insane.
Giving him a nice little bump. Like,
it was a great heat, another great heat race to watch there and enjoy.
And then shaped up the same in the main once we got to that. But yeah, dude, Kenny put her in. Did good. I think maybe Tomac might have been a little, I don't know if he was fired up coming into the main, like, dude, this guy just beat me again kind of deal.
Tomac was definitely somewhat fired up, but part of it is just Tomac was just the better guy. I know.
He was.
That's all there is to it. Kenny was good.
He was a little off. He admitted it.
Yeah, but again, here we have the two top guys, the two title combatants as far as I'm concerned right now, and it's just you get one night one is better and one night the other. It's basically a 1A 1B type situation.
Awesome.
Yep, which is great for us because we get these battles. It from what I heard, it was just a stinger.
That thing looked nasty.
Yeah, it was just a stinger, but I would like to know, did it get caught in the rut? Did it get caught in something in Webb's bike?
I think the frame of the bike hit it or something like that.
Okay.
But and then heat 2. Justin Hill got a start, and then Chaos having behind him, he was gone.
Justin Hill,
he looked good.
Good to watch.
He looked good.
But, I don't know. I still...
That Leatt gear on the podium, you guys see that?
Oh, God, here we go.
My salary went down.
I did see that. Yes, there went your bonus for next year.
Yeah, it went down.
I don't know. I still don't believe the hype on him, man. I think
well, I saw too Tony Alessi coming up to him after the race. He was like, all you needed was a start.
Yeah, I feel like Tony's definitely helping him in a good way. Yeah. But again,
dude, he was solid in the main, 6th or so. 6 or 7.
Hold on, I got it here.
You ran right about the same spot in the whole main. Maybe lost like 2 spots.
8.
8. Okay, he lost a couple. Man.
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
It's definitely better. We're seeing signs of life.
Yeah. I mean, he won a heat race, so you can't argue that. So
yeah, I wonder how much the gear bonus was. He's boots, helmet, everything.
To win a heat?
Yeah, I don't know.
$2,000.
I know my salary went down. Like, literally went down. So.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe you should, not get riders that do anything with them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I wish they'd put him in matching pants. That's my big pet peeve right now.
Oh,
he's wearing non-matching pants to the Derby.
Yeah, that's kind of. Anyway, what do you think happened to Kenny there at the end of that race? Like, just fell apart the last lap. Knew he wasn't catching Tomac, backed off. Didn't realize Webb was that close. I mean,
I think like he admitted it in the press conference and admitted a couple times that he just didn't feel like himself all day. Mm-hmm. And I think he just kind of rode his own race. And when Tomac got by, he settled back into the same pace he had. Tomac made his mistake, kept going at that same pace. Tomac passed him again. Webb is nowhere to be found.
So Webb it just came out an amazing last 5 minutes.
Literally just came out of nowhere.
Because I have that on here somewhere, or maybe it wasn't even on these notes. It was in my other notes I handread. That last 5 minutes by Webb was incredible.
Yeah,
he was 7 seconds down, 5 minutes out.
And I think Kenny was just like, I'm mailing her in, like I'm gonna be home, and then I'm gonna come home in second, still have the red plate, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Which you're still doing.
And then Webb just came out of nowhere, and I don't think he could get ramped back up in time.
Well, they pointed it out on TV, and once you watch the replay, you could see it. He overjumped that last double going into the single, which allowed him not to get inside enough.
That's tight, yeah.
Yeah, so that was what really cost him there in that last corner.
There's Webb again showing his racecraft, and he knows how to get it done, I guess you could say.
Definitely building here
as we go. When it comes to maneuvering around guys, he's really good at it.
Yep. So, and the thing is like, yeah, it sucks that Kenny's foot got hurt, but no one was upset by that I mean, there are people out there that are upset by that.
Well, if it was Ferrandis, would they have gotten booed?
Probably. Yeah. But as far like Kenny wasn't pissed about it.
No.
It's the last
He knew it was racing.
last corner of the main, and
He's more pissed about the points he lost.
Yeah, he's pissed about the points, and he's pissed that he fucked that up where he couldn't get inside.
Yeah, yeah.
So
how about that first, what was it, 10 minutes or so, that main?
oh, it was
They
great.
were freight training, dude.
Fucking great.
Freight training.
Absolutely great.
Yeah, I was in another group text, sorry, but
Apparently, I'm not cool enough anymore.
no, those guys were like, AC's winning this, AC's winning this, and I said, wait till about 5 minutes to go, see where he's at. I don't think he has the steam, and lo and behold, he ran out of steam.
That is something I haven't really paid attention to until this week, but yes, once you get outside the 15-minute mark is when AC kind of starts to fall off.
Yep.
So if he isn't have a fair gap between himself and whoever's behind him, then yes, you see him start to lose spots, get caught, etc., etc. So,
and that's just a learning curve. Like he's just, that's a gnarly pace that those guys are on.
but that was a good bounce back night for him too.
Right.
Well,
like even Webb's saying that, like these guys are on a gnarly pace that I wasn't expecting.
Yep.
So,
we talked about how AC's been the fastest qualifier every single race. Him and Ferrandis every single race.
fast.
You think Frenchie goes 6 for 6 here?
Yeah.
Okay. How long do you think before AC gets actually beat in overall qualifying? Because I know he's been beat in some sessions. Because obviously, Marty beat him a couple weeks ago, and somebody beat him in the first session.
Yeah, I
this
think
weekend.
somebody will put him out. I don't know.
How many rounds? How many rounds? Give me a guess.
How many rounds does he get fastest qualifier?
Yeah, we're already on 5.
15 in.
15 in? At 15, somebody beats him.
15 out of 17.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Kenny's starts are on point. Eli got better starts this week, so that was good. Can we talk about Anderson for a second?
Yeah, I really thought he was going to have a lot better of a night.
Well, he hit the deck, so that was kind of...
Yeah.
And that wasn't his fault. That was just somebody was moving.
He didn't really hit it that hard, though.
No.
So he's fine.
I know we've been talking about him being up in it with them, and he's kind of like the fourth guy that's like going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I think as we go on, the gap is going to be further and further as we go. I just don't.
You think those other boys are just going to keep getting faster?
Yep, and I don't think he has it. I think Webb is getting closer to them, and Anderson's moving farther away.
I thought he was just going to have a lot better night just because of the vibes he has coming into Oakland, like his mental state. That battle with Roxon that year, chased him down, passed him, won. I think Oakland, the style of Oakland just kind of fits him, you know what I mean? He was on top of the board a little bit in practice. You never see that out of Anderson.
That's true.
So yeah, I just thought he was going to do a little better, but I didn't see the start. I didn't pay attention to him. He wasn't on TV a lot, like, again. So, no, whatever.
But again, I just don't think he's got the pace to pace.
Yeah, I'm kind of starting to see that. I don't think he ever has had the pace of those guys.
No.
He's just kind of done what he needed to do.
Yep, and I'll say it before and I've said it again. I think that title he won was with a big asterisk next to it because, again...
Yeah, but it's still a title.
It is. I'm not arguing that, but then the problem is that you continue through these years. Wouldn't it be ironic if it was another, say, Dungey situation where like he wins that first one, doesn't win again for like 5, 6, 7 years, and then all of a sudden puts a couple back to back because people are hurt?
Maybe.
Because I could see him doing that because consistency-wise, he's very consistent.
Yeah, but he could sneak one in because... Let's be real here. Kenny hasn't been the most consistent guy.
I'm not saying he can't. I'm not saying he
obviously-
can't sneak one in. That's not what I'm
Tomac
saying.
obviously has what he has, and then
But all I'm saying is it's going to take it's going to be a Dungey situation.
I agree with
It's
you.
going to take that perfect night where
I agree with you there.
Kenny, Webb, and Tomac are all off for some reason, and he'll sneak it in. So
or like in Glendale last week where he got the start and they were buried.
Yep.
Something like that.
So
but outright raw speed,
no. If any one of those three has a start, and the funny thing is that the first 4 rounds here we were like, man, Webb doesn't have it. However, I think Webb has realized the pace he has to go, and Webb will go that pace. He will figure it out. Now, granted, I think he also had a gift this week because there was only one whoop section and it was short. It was super short, compare-wise. Now, next week in San Diego, we're back to 2. So this will be interesting to see how it goes. Because if Webb falls off the radar all of a sudden again next week, then it's going to be like, okay, cool. Any of these places where there's either a super long whoop section or multiples, he's fucked.
Yeah, well, let's get into Webb. I was thinking about something on the drive here.
Okay, go for it.
They mentioned on the broadcast, and they were talking about how Roger told him, like, dude, like, you better start performing now.
Mm-hmm.
Does Roger know how Webb operates well enough to where he can just add some fuel to that fire and that motivates Coop?
I would say probably. Yep. DeCoster is that kind of smart enough guy to tell him, like, yo, it's time to get going.
Manipulate somebody with his words like that.
Yep. Yep.
And yeah, last night it didn't look like he was going to be anywhere in the game. Really weird. Like, he was there, absolutely gone, and then there again.
Yep.
So if he can clean some things up, them boys are in trouble. I keep saying it, and he hasn't been the guy that I predicted to see, but it's coming. It's coming. Don't drop the soap.
Too bad. Yeah.
So keep an eye on Coop, man. If he can put them last 5 minutes into the first 15, or at least the first 10, or something like that,
he will. He'll start to do it. So the funny thing was when I watched the race the first time, like on Saturday night, I watched a fair majority of it at the bar, and I saw Webb got second. And then when I was watching the race yesterday, like actually watching it, and we got 5 minutes to go, and Webb is 7 seconds back, I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, dude, can he go down?
Yeah. And then nope, literally just that, and that's another one of those things. It's eerily reminiscent to the ride at A1. It's like almost scary for everyone else, because it's like if he can go where he has not been in it all day, and then...
Well, he was somewhat fast in practice.
Then with 5 minutes to go...
Which has been rare.
He's just like, all right, time to go.
Yeah.
And he drops it and drops 7 seconds. Like, dude,
that's hard.
That was a lot on that track. There wasn't
fitness is there, boys.
Fitness is there. Fitness is there. So he's not by any means out of it. Well,
his eyes have been looking a little funny.
We'll talk about that when we get off camera here.
His eyes are looking a little funny.
But yeah, it's definitely a scary situation in my opinion for everyone else.
Yeah.
Now, what'll be interesting to me, let's say he does win another one, it will be, how does he respond in outdoors this year? Or does he just get to the point where he's just like, I think
the Eldon boys and stuff are just getting to the point where they don't give a shit about outdoors.
Yeah. Another question for you that I heard on one of the Pulp shows this week, is this the year that we see a non-Alden Baker guy win the title?
Be interesting.
It would be like the first one
since, in like 20 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah. I don't know. Too early to tell still.
It is too early to tell. So, all right, let's round out the top 10 here in the 450s.
So, yeah, we covered Ando 5th. Barsha.
Yep. Barsha, bike blows up, goes to LCQ, fresh motor, and then comes back for 6th.
I'm rattled on the line of that LCQ, but...
I
mean, you should trust those guys. I would imagine they do practice motor swaps.
Yeah.
It'd be dumb not to. Because the way I thought it was interesting how they had the, if you look at them building it.
Yeah.
They had the shrouds, they had one bolt in, and then they just had them flipped forward.
Yep.
Like, one less bolt you got to remove, a little bit more time. Like, I thought that was pretty cool and unique. So, obviously, they had to run through it before. So...
Yeah, that was interesting to see. I gave him props for pushing his bike back to his mechanic and actually hustling there, because they are correct. The pits there at Oakland. Have you ever been to Oakland?
No.
It's so you go in that tunnel and it is a hill that is almost straight up. Like walking up and down, it fucking sucks. And then you have to almost go like halfway around the stadium to get out of the pit or get to the pits. Like the pits are in a parking lot right at the stadium, but it's a ways around there.
Really?
Yeah. So
yeah, kudos to those guys. And then pulling out a 6th, he's still kind of
creeping. You know,
he's still kind of there.
We keep hearing contract year, and if he gets a top 3 in either series, he gets his contract renewed, and he's still in 3rd.
That's automatic renewal?
Yeah.
If he doesn't, do they still have a conversation?
If he's in the top 5, I would have a hard time believing they don't have a conversation.
Right.
So
yeah, keep an eye on him too. I think he's still kind of recovering from that sickness. It sounds crazy that 3 weeks out from his sicknesses and stuff like that, but
it doesn't sound crazy. There's a lot of people.
Those guys are still kind of, coming back from that.
Yep. Then we have Wilson, Hill, Baggett, and then Stu.
Stewart just kind of.
Stu is funny because Stu is
top 10,
literally just top 10 and finishing the season. That is what Stu is out to do.
That's cool.
Go 17 rounds. That's what he wants to do. That's what he's out to do. And I think he will do it. What happened to Wilson in the heat race? Do you know?
He said he cased something, I guess, and his wrists were hurt pretty bad.
Huh.
And then I was really nervous in that LCQ. Like, Barcia made his way to the pack, like, really quick, and Wilson was just kind of tiptoeing around.
Yeah, dilly-dallying.
And I was like, oh, God, Paul makes fantasy. I'm screwed. But, Dino, you came through for me. Wolfgang, let's go.
Oh, boy. Anyway, okay, so I don't have anything else for the 450s here.
How about Brock Tickles spotted on a JGR Suzuki?
There's nothing signed yet.
Yeah, bullshit.
He's coming on.
Yeah, he's riding that bike.
Yes,
so.
Because Savachi's not coming back for Supercross.
Where do you think Savachi would be? Kind of a hill guy?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah. I wish he was there.
I mean, you figure with what we got. The thing
the
is,
way
it's
you rode
crazy.
Last year was awesome.
Because I just went through that top 10. Do you know how many guys aren't in that top 10? Like,
Freezy,
I mean, Plessinger, Freezy, shit.
Some good dudes. Good dudes.
You start going through the pack, and all of a sudden you're like, holy shit! Like, there's guys that are in 18th place that it's like they're not an 18th place guy normally, but that's just how deep it is. And then again, you look at it, we're missing Savachi, who
would be a top 10 guy.
Gotta be a top 10 guy.
Yep.
And we're missing Marg, who's a top 5 guy.
Top 3 guy.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, you add those two in there, and then who gets bumped out of the top 10? I guess Stu. I guess. I mean, the way it's going here is like there is gonna have to be a change in mindset, in my opinion, of what a decent finish is.
From like management, like team management.
Yeah. Because I mean, dude, there's gonna be days that you're gonna have these guys who are number ones.
That's just how it is. Like some days you feel on, and some days you just don't feel good on the bike. Like,
I mean, there's gonna be some guys that are just they're not gonna get a top 10 every single night. Yeah. Because the field's just too deep.
Yeah, I think contracts are definitely going to be renegotiated if stuff keeps happening like this and keeps getting that deep, and then you throw in guys like Ferrandis, like there are guys coming. So
better get that social media game going. Yeah, I know, because think about who we got coming next year. Shane is moving up for sure.
About this.
Frenchie,
maybe J-Mart,
Sexton, possibly J-Mart. I mean, dude, there's 4 more guys. Now we have 25.
Christina Craig?
Yeah, that could be.
Christina Craig?
So there's 5. Is he going to ride a Geico 450?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that was probably in his prenup.
Probably. I mean, dude, there's 5 dudes. That makes over 25 guys before you even get to private.
Yeah, that's just
privateer guys.
Mind blowing.
It's
privateer
impressive.
Guys, go get yourself a 250F.
I think the years, I've heard this from other people, and I think the years of us seeing guys that just dominate a title is over. There's just too many. There's just too many.
Yep.
So, all right, cool. So we're going into San Diego next week. Picks.
I haven't even looked at the track map.
I haven't either. I know there's 2 whoop sections.
There's 2?
Yep.
Are they long?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the track map. I just heard there was 2.
Dude, I've been saying this for all 5 rounds. Coop?
Nope. Kenny.
I don't know. I don't know about the foot.
Kenny.
Okay, yeah, I'll go Ken again. But I don't know about his foot.
Kenny.
Okay, yeah, I'll take Ken too. I won't disagree with that. I think he's going to have something to prove.
And?
250?
Yep.
Frenchie.
I think it's going to be Cooper. I think Cooper is going to finally get his shit back together here and get another win.
And then I should have brought this up earlier, but Fortner on the whoop deal, I guess they went back to a different setting or whatever, and he has looked much better in the whoop. So I'm sorry for shitting on you in the whoops, buddy.
I'm not sorry for any of the shitting on I've done on him today. It was all warranted, all justified.
All right, yeah.
There's a lot of cockiness that comes out of his mouth, and I'm
a lot of
not 100% sure how I
There's
feel
a lot of
about it.
cockiness that was out of his old man when they interviewed his dad too. He's like, yeah, we're going to come here and win the title right away.
Well,
I mean, he almost did, but he didn't.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, cool. So anyway, this has been another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show presented by TLR Coatings and Durango Guitar Works. Make sure to check them out. Make sure to leave a big thumbs up like for us down there. Make sure to comment down below with your thoughts on the race weekend, your fantasy finishes, all of the above. Links in the description for all different ways to support us, and we will be back next week after San Diego, wrapping that all up. Later.